Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this game's worth your time and bandwidth.
Today's game is YuruKill, the Calumniation games. Visual novel meets bullet hell shmup? Alright, well, that's what YuruKill is. A mystery VM with some space shooter segments. Does this bizarre combination work? Let's find out. YuruKill is a mystery visual novel with elements of escape room VNs like nonary games, murder mystery like Danganronpa, and bullet hell shmups like Toho games, I guess. You play primarily as Sengoku, one of a whole group of prisoners who all claimed to be innocent at their trials. They've been taken by a fox masked wearing ringleader named Binko to an amusement park, YuruKill, to participate in a bunch of games, with the ultimate prize being released from prison and their records scrubbed clean. There are 6 prisoners total, 2 of them being a pair, making 5 teams, and each prisoner is also paired with an executioner, a volunteer who accompanies them and can decide at any point if they live or die. While the executioners may at first seem unrelated to their paired prisoner, as you can imagine there's more going on than what was initially presented. The gameplay generally follows the same pattern across its 7 chapters. The first portion of the game you'll be solving puzzles in escape room-esque scenarios. Sometimes you're placed with murder mystery rooms that function identically, where you'll examine objects that you'll then use to solve some frankly mediocre puzzles. During that time, you'll also have a YuruKill section, where your executioner wants to kill you, and you'll have to convince them not to via some completely arbitrary dialogue choices. You're supposed to read each executioner differently and apply to their taste, but honestly it felt kinda random at times. After this section is the bullet hell section, which if you're wondering how they managed to fit that into a mystery plot so it makes sense, doesn't really, but hey, it's gameplay. Most have 3 stages, all ending with a boss fight against your executioner, where each time you'll defeat them, you'll need to present evidence to counter their prejudices so they won't want to kill you, with the whole segment ending in a mind maze, which is basically a multiple choice recap of the entire experience. Lather, rinse, repeat this over the course of the game, and you have YuruKill. While Sengoku is the main protagonist, for the first half of the game you actually switch to the other pair of prisoners during their escape room segments, which helps understand them and their motivations better, though after that, for the entirety of the second half, you'll be in Sengoku's shoes. And not much more to say about YuruKill that I won't cover in pros and cons, but needless to say, this is attempting to ape ideas from Danganronpa, nonary games, and smash them together with a space shmup for a wholly original VN idea. Kind of. So what do I like about YuruKill? Well, the game looks really incredible. The visuals are very stylish, the art is fantastic, and overall the whole game has a very memorable aesthetic. Additionally, I did really like the bullet hell segments. They felt quite well designed based on my somewhat limited exposure to the genre, and I particularly enjoyed how every prisoner has a different ship, and you can play all 7 stages back to back like it's its own shmup game once you beat the game. And lastly, this is a weird pro, but the voice actress for Binko should get some kind of award for how well she performs her role. Yeah, it was in Japanese and I speak very little of that, but her variance between comedy, aggression, teasing, and being genuinely intimidating was easily the highlight for me. When it comes to the bad, as mentioned, most of the puzzles or detective logic questions in this game flat out suck, with puzzles holding you by the hand so much, most of them are brain dead easy, and in the sections where you present evidence against prejudices, the correct answer often feels completely arbitrary. Additionally, the writing is painfully slow, with characters repeating back and forth the same revelations, or just meandering rather than moving the plot forward. It feels like the story could have been half as long and nothing would be lost. And lastly, the bullet hell segments, while very fun, don't really fit with the actual story at all. I kept expecting some big ending revelation that tied all these sections together more neatly, but what I got wasn't enough, and it made the whole section of the gameplay feel tacked on. As you know, I rate games here on a 3-point scale. Must play, maybe consider, and don't bother. And YuruKill is kind of a lukewarm maybe consider. It's a jack of all trades, master of none. It isn't as good a detective slash weirdo character game as Danganronpa. Its escape rooms pale in comparison to nonary games. And while the shmup sections are great, there are definitely better dedicated bullet hell games. That being said, I did find the story compelling enough to finish it despite its slow pace. So if you still want to try what I have lovingly dubbed mid Danganronpa, then maybe consider giving YuruKill a try, but only on deep discount. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have you played YuruKill? Have you played Danganronpa? Have you played both? Let me know what you think about these games in the comments, as I'm curious if I'm the only one that found this game kind of mid. So yeah, let me know, and then maybe go out there and play YuruKill. Maybe.